Alas, Offworlder, it seems my fame precedes me even here, at the arse end of the Haga Basin. Your Emperor's lackey, Count Fenring, has put an obscene bounty on my head. And while I'm flattered to be his great boogeyman, the added attention is making life complicated. Take a look around. There's a contract on the board that might interest you. But be careful. Civilized men are not to be trusted.
Stop. Stand still for a moment. I can see it in the way you stand, the way you walk. You've been through the training. You're a trooper. A little respect to start with. An old trooper, by luck or by skill, is a trooper who survived. And I've seen battles you can only imagine. As much as I would love to take your Solaris, it seems you're already familiar with basic soldiering. I can teach you no more. Arakeen may have a seasoned trooper or two willing to take you on. I am Gavori, veteran trooper, freelance adventurer, and slayer of cheap vintages everywhere. And I'll train you to be just like me, for the right price. Which just happens to be whatever's in your pocket right now. As I said before, I'm currently freelance. Great house feuds don't interest me. I get paid to fight, and not to die. These days I tend to shy away from conflict of an intergalactic nature. But if you need to stab or shoot someone in the near vicinity, I'm your man. Not much to tell. This here's scavenger country. The lowest of the low. Honestly, I think there are some city mola that live better. I don't know. Scavenge? Is that a word? I think they mostly hide from the key rob. Bandit scum. Thieves who prey on their own kind. I suppose it's easier to rob and kill your fellow scrap digger than put in a hard day's work. Just up country from here. The Vermilius Gap is Kirab territory. You'll know you've gone too far when the sand turns blood red.
Hey, stop. I know the face of every sand-sucking bandit, so perhaps you'll give us the courtesy of who you are? And while you're at it, why our air... It's a good story, I'll give you that. But welcome to Griffin's Reach, stranger. The rules here are simple. Pay up front, and don't cause trouble, or we'll toss you into the storms. Good? Name's Mir. I do the trading and the talking. My silent partner here does the fighting. And there's the contract board in the corner, if you need work. Unless someone shows up with a load of salvage. I've got time to talk. The Padishah Emperor, in his infinite wisdom, has blessed us with a cohort of his most efficient and ruthless Imperial Sadukar. They use Chom mercs for the hunting mostly. I suspect the real Sadukar are looking for Fremen, and that bastard Zantara. They are no more. Exterminated by the Sadukar, and rightfully so. Only the terrorist Zantara persists. But I'm confident, not for much longer. This region was once crawling with their filthy kind, but not anymore. If one through the door right now, I would shoot him in the face. The Sadukar don't like being peacekeepers, so Chom supplies the warm bodies to bulk out their forces. Chom really does sell everything. Have you been living under a rock? Zantara is a terrorist scum of the highest order. The Emperor has placed a 1,000,000 Solari bounty on his head. I don't think so. But if he did, the Sadukar would garrote him. In the meantime, the Kirab suffice as target practice. Scavengers is too good a name for them. Everyone does what they can to scrape by. Scavies do it by mindlessly killing everyone and each other. Settlement? Ha! People don't live out here. They cling. Bandits, scavengers, and a couple of fools stupid enough to run Tradeposts. Sure, Smiley Tig still runs his place northeast of here, across the gap. You'll figure it out if you meet him. There's one of those old desert testing stations out east of here. Been unsealed for a while. Probably picked clean by now. There was a fellow, bought supplies a while back. An ecologist. He was here to audit the station. Said he was camped above it. He'd know more. The Griffin is the Harkonnen house symbol. And while we have no official affiliation, I like to think they are aware of Griffin's Reach. What about them? The Duke is a weak fool, and his house will fall. The Baron is 5 moves ahead of the Atreides at every turn. What's on your mind? I used to live on Rosek. For a long time, I thought it was the biggest shithole in the universe. So, I bartered my way off the planet. Problem was, I was so desperate to leave Rosek, I thought anywhere would be better. Turns out I was wrong. No, he is quite mute. I don't know the how or why of it. The bastard can be quite reticent when he chooses to be. He arrived one night with a patrol of Harkonnen house troopers. I offered them a place to sleep, but when I awoke, they were gone. But for Ihor. Ridiculous. The troop sergeant must have recognized the value of my establishment. As such, he left Ihor behind to protect their interests here.